Right, welcome ladies and gents. Let's talk Alien Earth, episode 8, the finale. The real monsters. The real monster, the real monsters were the writers of the show, who I guess kind of didn't really understand what they wanted to do with it. That's what it says to me. It seemingly is trying to do way too many things, way too many genres. It's not quite fitting into any of them. You know, is it an existential dread series? Maybe, I guess. Didn't get too much of that. Is it horror? Not really. Is it sci-fi? I guess. Do we explore a little bit of it? Yeah, maybe. Is it alien? No. Not really. So, I don't know. I'm going to wait. I'm going to review this episode now. And then I'll give you my thoughts in maybe a week. Once I've sort of fully digested, I'll give you my thoughts on the whole show as, you know, as a total. So, this episode is the grand finale. And it does set things up moving forwards if they greenlight a second season, which we haven't heard anything of greenlighting second seasons. Now, that's not unusual for FX. You know, they waited quite a while for Shogun. Shogun was intended to be a limited run, though, so this is intended to be multiple seasons, but they've not announced that they will do another one. So, and I was aware from sources that have worked on this show is that they had up until the beginning of September to confirm in Thailand studio space. Otherwise, they lose their booking, basically. They haven't done that. Anyway, I digress ever so slightly. It sets things up moving forwards. Doesn't wholeheartedly pay off this season, though. And I guess that's by nature of it being a multi-season affair. So, obviously, we left off the last episode. Well, we begin this episode where we left off at the last episode, which was Wendy shouting at Hermit, you know, what did you do? Subsequently, they've been captured, right? So that's kind of where we pick up. And actually, that was in the trailer. We see them in that cell together. So they're in the cell. And Hermit's not there. Hermit's with Morrow, the cyborg, in another cell. But there begins a conversation with Wendy and the other hybrids, not synthetics, hybrids, about what they are. You know, they're not quite human. They're not quite synthetic. They're something more. And they confirm that they're the real monsters. Humans should be afraid of them. Sure, whatever. Anyway, then begins a bit of a cat and mouse across the whole episode, across the whole facility, where the Xenomorph, under Wendy's orders, is going around killing people. So, as much as the last episode I said we got a good Xenomorph, I didn't mean that. I meant like a pet, right? Like it's a pet, effectively. It's like a tool. I think that's lame, personally. I think the design of the Xenomorph in this could have been good. I don't know who did the effects work for the Xenomorph. It's pretty lackluster. It looks quite rigid. It looks like hard plastic. It honestly does look like something I could make out of my 3D printer, right? Like, that's kind of what it looks like. And that's not a good thing, you know? It's not what you want a Xenomorph to look like. It needs to have a plasticity to it, an elasticity to it. It needs to be malleable almost. It's too rigid. Like, it doesn't look fluid. And I don't know how I can sort of quantify that. But the first Xenomorph didn't, even though it was a man in a suit, patently, obviously so, it didn't look super rigid. This one looks, I don't know what they've done, basically, but it looks odd. Boy Cavalier is pulling his hair out, not literally, but figuratively, about what to do. He sets his sights on Hermit as the host for the image, T. Ocellus. And that doesn't happen because Hermit gets collared by Aid. I think it's, by the right-hand man of Boy Cavalier, who is a synthetic, by the way, which has a story I'll get to in a minute. And anyway, Wendy comes in, saves the day, and the image escapes. And towards the end of the episode, it takes over Arthur's dead body. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Don't get to hear it do anything. It just gets up and that's it. So you cock teased us the entire season. Shame. I was thinking, if they paid off the image, the Teocellus, if they paid off Teocellus this season, at least we would have had that, but they didn't. So annoyed. Never mind. But anyway, Hermit escapes with Wendy and the gang. Boy Cavalier and all of the other adults get rounded up and put in a cell by the end of the episode. But before that, Boy Cavalier tells a story. And he tells a story of his father. His father was a drunk, a jealous, awful drunk. And I thought it was going to be like, I got these scars. Why so serious? It sounded like it was going to be that, to be honest. But anyway, Boy Cavalier created a synthetic one day, killed his father, and that synthetic became his dad, quote-unquote dad. 10 guesses for who that is. It's his right-hand man. Which was kind of cool. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be a synthetic, so I like that. I did actually, I liked that. I thought that was good. And all during this, Wendy's got like superpowers. All of them have superpowers. They can access the internet and like turn machines on and off and stuff, and it was a bit Matrixy and a bit lame, but okay, whatever. Anyway, we see the plant. It does something finally. It scoops a woman up from the floor, kills her. It was kind of cool. That was about it really with the plant. That was kind of it. But it was kind of cool. Like, I liked it. At least we finally sort of do something. This is what I mean. But there wasn't that much horror to it. Because the creatures were contained the whole time. We didn't get that horror vibe that we expect and come to know about an Alien series. So I thought that was a bit lame overall. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, the episode ends with them all locked up. Kirsch as well. Kirsch has a broken back because Morrow and him had a fight. Kirsch's motivations in this seem all over the place. Is he friend? Is he foe? Turns out it was just Kirsch, I guess. I saw all these little things that I sort of thought, no payoff for any of it. Disappointing. But anyway, the episode ends, I shit you not, with all the humans rounded up at Prodigy Corp in a cell, and them going like, what do we do now? Wendy, aka Marcy, aka, I don't know, whatever you want to call her, saying, we rule, and up on the wall of the cell is one big xenomorph with a little xenomorph standing on its arms. Because there was another one, remember? The chest burster grew into a little xenomorph. And then it came with lame-ass rock music, and that was the end of the episode. Disappointing. Overall, disappointing. Disappointing. No conversation with an alien. No Teocellus getting Boy Cavalier. Nothing. Like, it was just, I don't know, a bit lackluster. And like I said, doesn't quite know what it wanted to be. Did it want to be horror? Did it want to be sci-fi? Did it want to be existential dread? Did it want to be exploring the human condition? Because it barely did that. I remember on the lead up to this, Noah Hawley was talking about exploring the human condition and, you know, did the humans really deserve to survive? And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, like I can get behind that. This could be good. No, none of that. Anyway, so Weyland Yutani have, you know, sent in gunships to Prodigy Island, Neverland Island or whatever. So I'm guessing if they get another season, it will be about Weyland-Yutani trying to get her products back. But there you go. Wasted potential, I think. Wasted potential. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets cancelled. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if it does like a second season and then gets cancelled. But yeah, bit of wasted potential. Wasted potential. What did you guys think? Let me know down below.